There is no greater feeling than winning on the punt. And if you fail to prepare, you are prepared to fail. This is the golden hour where knowledge is power. We know life is short. That is why we focus on what really matters, finding winners. Time is the longest distance between now and start time. The clock is ticking.
All right, the best time of the week here on the Sports Daily, the Hour of Power. We'll catch up with Shaun O'Donnell, Grant Williams, Michael Grantham and Josh Krispyn. But to kick it all off and hopefully find us a couple of winners over the weekend, John McArdle from Melbourne joins us. John, thank you very much for your time and a good morning.
Morning to you too.
How's everything going with my Gladiola?
Well, if we could just swap barriers with someone in about 8 or 9, it'd be perfect.
So what does it look like with her, John, from that low draw tomorrow in the Thoroughbred Club Stakes?
Well, in an ideal world, she'd jump, she'd settle, third, fourth, fifth, box seat, or be, 3 back the fence, and then they all get out of her way coming to the turn, and she used her big turn of foot. But we don't live in a perfect world, so her and Jamie Mott have got a task to work out where they get to. But yeah, hopefully she'll be able to get some clear running over the last sort of furlong and a half, and if she reproduces the turn of foot she's used in the Quizette, the Captain Tees, the Danehill and the Coolmore this prep, then she'll run well.
You must have been immensely proud of her in that Coolmore. She ran brilliantly.
Yeah, very much so. We got beaten by a better horse on the day, but they ran electric time. It was the fastest Coolmore ever run. Most times we would be in front of Tentitris, and he quite possibly still runs past us. Our last furlongs were very similar in time. We were the only 2 that broke 33. She did a great job. She got beaten by a very special colt, and she beat some very nice horses on their merits. So, yeah, we're very happy with her.
Was it always your intention to go to this race, John?
Yes. I suppose people would be looking at it and going, afterthought. But no, the plan has been set since March, and it was always to, once this race was announced, $1 million for fillies. It was always the plan to come to this race. Probably even if she won the Coolmore, we would have come. Her races, she's been up a while, but her races have been very spaced. She had a month between the Quizette and the Captain Tees, 3 weeks to the Danehill, month to the Coolmore, and then 2 weeks into this race. So I think she's 2 kilos lighter now than what she was on the Monday before the Quizette. So her weight hasn't changed. She's eating well. Her bloods are perfect. The horse seems very well in herself. So, yeah, we're here to have a go at this.
All right, so heading to the races, pretty confident she's going to run well and be pretty hard to beat.
I'm confident she'll run well. I mean, she's going to have to get some luck from that barrier and where she ends up in the run. But I'm confident if everything went according to plan, then she will run very well.
You've got a couple of runners at Geelong, a couple at Pakenham today. Is there a winner amongst those 5?
I think 4 of the 5 will run well. The Decemberist is having his first start. He's a Russian Camelot colt or gelding that will want to get over a bit more ground. He's learning his craft. I think he'll run nicely, but this would probably be too short for him. The Action probably deserves a win. And should run nicely. My Rockefeller out to the 2,500 will run well in what looks to be an even race. And the 2 at Geelong, Regal Tycoons never ran out of the first 3. Hopefully she continues that and is at the sharp end. She'll jump, roll forward, should lead the race and hopefully outkick whoever is chasing her. And Kalimna Views goes very well fresh. It'll just be where she gets to in the run.
Good on you, John. Appreciate your time this morning. Best of luck over the next 24 to 48, in particular with the filly tomorrow.
No worries. Thank you very much.
There's John McArdle with a look at his chances over the next 24 hours. So probably the two other pushes outside of My Gladiola there at Pakenham tonight. Race 5, number 6, Maya Rockefeller.
Yep.
And then also race 7, number 8 this afternoon at Geelong. Race 7, number 8, Regal Tycoon.
Okay, Johnny McArdle. He's a good man. He's always been good value, hasn't he, John? So, and she's a good filly. Tough filly. She hasn't put a foot wrong throughout her career, to be fair.
She could rate. Gee whiz, 2 lengths down on what she did last time. It'd still be pretty hard to beat there, wouldn't she?
Very much so. Very much so. You just hope the class prevails because she deserves another black type win.
She does, Gate 1. You need a little bit of luck there around Caulfield over those sprinting trips, but hopefully she's able to get some of that because, as you said there, Diggers, she does deserve another win. All right, so looking forward to Ascot there tomorrow. Of course, the last 5 races on the program, all black type races, one of the best days of racing, if not the best, for pure racing in WA is Champion Fillies Day. Placid Arc Stakes favourite is Luana Miss, who was very, very impressive last time in. Shaun O'Donnell's done all the work on her. He's got some other nice rides, of course. We've broken the news, or you've broke the news this morning, Diggers, that he'll be riding Joker's Grin after, unfortunately, Paddy Carberry had to be stood down for 12 days after an incident past the line there yesterday at Bunbury. Horse just went sideways, and unfortunately sometimes it's pretty hard to stay on.
Yeah, so Paddy will miss 12 days, the obligatory 12 days as part of the concussion protocols, so that freed up some key mounts there tomorrow, and going forward it will, also for the Railway Stakes, and one of the beneficiaries of those is Shaun O'Donnell, who now picks up the ride on Joker's Grin in the Colonel Reeves.
And who we welcome into the Sports Daily this morning. Shaun, a very good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, boys. How are we?
We're okay, Shaun. Great to have a chat to you. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm well rested and looking forward to the challenges tomorrow. Big day.
Big day, and it got bigger last night or this morning with news that you will ride Joker's Grin in the absence of Pat.
Yes, not the way you want to pick up a freak horse or a good ride in a race like that. And, I feel for my mate, Paddy. I didn't even know he got injured yesterday. I was driving home with the wife and the daughter rang me and, obviously my concerns and foremost number one concern was for my buddy. And, looks like he's got through all right, but unfortunately he's going to miss a few days through concussion protocols. And happy to be a fill-in for the great horse and the Bernie Ryan team.
Yeah, exactly. Bernie Miller, yeah, exactly. I know you'll probably have a chat to Pat and Bernie. You've seen this horse in the flesh. You've seen him at track work. Shaun, you've seen him on race day. You've competed against him. Have you been able to do a little bit of a deeper dive as to what it looks like tomorrow?
I did when I woke up and I seen the message from Bernie. I went, right, better have a look at this race straight away because clearly I wasn't in it. But, structurally it looks like similar race to he ran in last start. He's drawn the same barrier. There's going to be plenty of speed. You just have to ride him how Paddy's taught him to race, and hopefully we can get the job done.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully you can get the job done in the Placid Arc Stakes as well, Shaun, aboard Luana Miss. She couldn't have been more impressive last time in.
Oh, absolutely. Her first up run was enormous, and then, we've seen what she can do last start. She's trained on well. She galloped good Tuesday. Look, it's a fantastic lineup this race, 16 runners. They're all entitled to win this race, but I'm very happy to be on my mount.
Have you ridden many horses with the turn of foot that she possesses?
Not a lot. Obviously, the best horse ever rode was Lucky Grey, but that was more over a mile and 18. But this little girl, she's dynamic. She's so small and neat, but her stride length is incredible and fast when you press the button. So, she's a marvel, the little one.
Did you expect to put your opposition to the sword in the manner that you did last start, Shaun? Because in the blink of an eye, that race was over.
Not really. I didn't. Yeah, the thing was I had a beautiful cover behind Yes Queen 3 deep, but then swingman was coming around me about the 550, and I just thought, I got to pop, and just as soon as I popped, she kind of just took me, and I covered him that quick. I said, oh, well, do or die now, let's go. And, yeah, the race was over at the furlong, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It certainly was.
absolutely it was. And typically horses with that sort of turn of foot, they appreciate a lot of tempo, which it looks like, Shaun, in this race that there's going to be plenty of top-end tempo. Does she give you that feel that she might get better when the races are run quicker?
Oh, absolutely. As the early days, we kind of rode her on the pace, but now we just obviously let her settle where she is. She's drawn a better barrier tomorrow. But, definitely a faster speed race is good for her because it allows her natural stride instead of being strung up and going nowhere. And you're right, there does look plenty of early pace in this race. It's going to be a frantic race for sure.
Okay, now you ride Riva Aquarama, Donga, in the Champion Filly Stakes. Clearly Talk & Co is the one that you need to beat, but do you give this girl a chance of running top 3, top 4?
Oh, definitely. I thought her run was very credible the other day. Poor old Luke, he didn't have much luck and he was getting barreled into a bit coming around the corner, and she had to hold her ground, which she did. She didn't get beat too far, but look, we galloped her on the grass as well during the week. She felt really, really nice. She's a big, strong filly. You get a bit of luck in this race, you definitely think she could be in the top 5 playing somewhere for sure.
What about Jazz Session a bit earlier on in the day, knocking on the door, closing in on a win, but I dare say the barrier draw doesn't help?
Oh, so I said to Justine, I said, we've been lucky with this horse with her barriers, and she can just pop there and lob there. But look, yeah, drawn 16, I'm going to have to bring the paddles, I think. We're right next to the river. So hopefully there's a lot of speed on which you think so in the 1,000 metres, and I'll just try and get in somewhere up top, hopefully 3 deep with cover. But she's come on well. She's a lovely mare, this girl. She always steps out and tries her best. Looking forward to riding her, but if we don't get any luck, it's because of the barrier we've drawn tomorrow, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Hey, Donga, we'll let you go, mate. Thank you for picking up the phone this morning. We do appreciate it. It's a big day ahead tomorrow with Joker's Grin, but in particular with Luana Miss in the Placid Arc Stakes, a filly you've got a great association with. Thanks for your time this morning, mate.
Pleasure, and thanks for everything your broadcast has brought to all the customers and punters and owners and us jockeys. It's been a pleasure to be on the show every time you call us. So all well that ends well. Thank you very much to everyone there.
Thank you very much, Shaun. Very kind words, and all the best there tomorrow at Ascot, of course, riding Luana Miss. Well, was the headline act. Now he jumps aboard.
Yeah.
Joker's Grin. So 2 sprinting stars that Shaun O'Donnell gets to jump aboard there on Saturday at Ascot. Still $1.90, the favourite Luana Miss for the Placid Arc.
Both odds on, the two of them, aren't they? So they're big races, big rides. Riva Aquarama. Aquarama. Jeez. Get it out, Digby, you muppet. But not completely and utterly hopeless.
No. Whether or not we're going to see the best of her late in her career at the 1,600 metres. I know a lot of these fillies go to the 1,600 because that's the one that's next in line. That's probably my question mark on it.
Yeah. But no, that's fair. One thing with that race, hopefully it's run along at a good tempo. And it looks like it is with Our Girl Can Run.
Yes.
You know.
Pony Up should be able to go forward.
Yeah, so look, it's a big field. Philomia has come out, which is to be expected given she ran on Wednesday. Probably hasn't come back this time in, has she? So she's come out, but we do have a field of 15 with Talk & Co, the raging favourite.
Grant and Alana Williams will saddle up 2 chances in the WA Champion Filly Stakes there. Race number 8 on the program at Ascot on Saturday. Grant joins us now on the Sports Daily. Puff, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, boys. How are you? I'm just sitting here in my tractor with my box of tissues.
Chop it out, Grant.
Oh, it's a bit early for that.
We have that impact on you, do we? How are you, mate?
Oh. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'm good.
Good to hear. Hey, can you cause an upset in the Champion Filly Stakes, a race that you and Alana know particularly well?
On paper, it probably looks a bit tough, but I'm pretty sure, I'm really happy with our fillies. They're nice fillies going forward. We're probably sort of 1 or 2 runs behind where we would have liked to have been, but I know we've been in this spot before, and there's been horses that look better credentialed, but happy to be there and having a go, and anything's possible.
What's the thinking with putting the blinkers on Moonwalk?
Grand final. I thought her run the other day was good, but it looked like the other horses had her covered. Not easy, but yeah, I thought we probably needed to improve a little bit. We've got a barrier, so, not having to do too much work early, and then hopefully the blinkers can just sharpen her up a little bit to try and get a bit closer. I know the mile's definitely not going to suit us, just hoping that it probably works as a negative with a couple of the fancies.
Okay, in all of your experience in a race like this, Grant, what's the key attribute you need from a horse to be successful over the mile? Some of them getting to the mile for the first time.
Yeah, I think the main thing is that they get their spots and relax digs. Hopefully, a couple of them don't and sort of make it a truly run race. I know our horse will get the mile really easily, and she's nice and fit. So I think, we go into these sort of races and there's always a couple of jocks that sort of press the button too early or maybe ride. Not to suit their horse, and hopefully we can sort of take advantage of a couple of those negatives. And we've got good jockeys on, so let them do the work.
The Jungle Mist Classic looks a nice race for London's Image, who was very good first up in the Crawford. That form has been certainly franked, beating home Super Smink. Is the month between runs something that's going to suit London's Image?
Yeah, I think so. Not a filly that takes a lot of work, so we're able to sort of back off on her a little bit. I thought her last sort of 10 days has been really good. She looks fantastic. Good race. I thought there's a nice few chances in it. I like Your Pride as an up-and-comer as well, probably putting her in a little bit out of her depth, but I don't think the ability is a worry. Just maybe we'll blow some points, but these races only come along once a year, so we're happy to have a ping at the stumps, and if we get some points, that means it's good. We've got some money as well.
Exactly right. To be fair to Yorga Pride, she wasn't disgraced last start, didn't have the best of passages.
No, I don't say too much. Of the manager of Chanel's will be listening, I would have thought, so I don't want to upset him going into a weekend.
It's pretty easy to
great.
stop.
So that is Yorga Pride. Good morning, Jason. Oh, he'll be emotional now. Right, okay.
I'll save him one.
Yeah. Now, Spacewalk, we get to see. It's great to see him at the races. What can we expect?
Look, in the sand, he feels like a proper horse. Pikey galloped him a couple of times early and got excited, and then we went to trials, and he felt like he had a few kilometres on the clock. So looks like a proper horse, feels like a proper horse here. Just hoping that I did take him to trials sort of a bit underdone because we rushed him up a little bit. Been able to get some really good work into him in the last couple of weeks. So, I think he'll run a good race. Obviously, he's up against a star too. So I just like to see him hit the line really good so we could move forward.
All right, that's Spacewalk. Race number 4 is saddling up 4 runners, Funchal, Trio, B. Bardo, Royal Toronado. Who's the best chance of those 4, do you think?
Obviously, Pikey's picked Funchal, so that looks the one. Not ideal having to come back to a mile, but we're sort of restricted with the races that we can go in for her. Just need to get her rating up a little bit more. I was wrapped with the run of Royal Toronado last start, and I thought B. Bardo was back to her best, and Lucy's had a feel of her now too, so I would have thought, that'll definitely be an advantage. Trio's not going bad, he just can't get a draw this time. He's just running onto him, so we'll probably just try and keep increasing his distances. I think we'll see him improve over the next couple of weeks, but I'd probably say Funchal.
Okay, earlier in the day you've got Fast Harry and Summers Legacy. Can you make cases for those two, in particular Fast Harry, who's going along particularly well? Yeah,
both of them got bad draws, so they're going to take really good rides. Very happy with the ability of Fast Harry. We've taken our time with him. He's been a bit of a slow maturer, but I'm thinking it looks like he's sort of putting it together. He'll still be a nicer horse in another 6 months, but really happy with his turn of foot. So we'll leave that up to Pikey and Summers Legacy. Her last last race was great. I was wrapped with that. It wasn't a very hard field. And now she comes, she's going to have to do some work. But, yeah, she's on the way up.
What about Storyville? Are you pretty happy with the way she's building this campaign?
Yeah, wrapped. Yeah, she's going really good. Look, she had that winter prep, and she probably wasn't at her best. To be fair to her, she looks like she's back at it now. She looks fantastic. I was watching her in the paddock yesterday and drove the tractor past, and she clipped her heels up, and she looked really good. So she's building really nicely. Obviously, we don't have to win to get into the railway, which is always an advantage. Pressure's on the other guys, not us, but the draw tomorrow, and with any chance she'll be hitting the line really strong and giving them a shake, I would have thought.
Who are you most confident about tomorrow?
There's a couple there. I like London's Image in that race, and obviously I'm pretty happy with Storyville. We'll go to the good races. I'm pretty happy where she's at, so I'm thinking that she'll run a blinder tomorrow.
Thank you very much for your time, Puff, and all the best tomorrow.
And yeah, thank you, boys. It's been a pleasure. I've always sat back in the mornings at 5:30 and thought, I just left Diggers about 5 hours ago, and he sounds a lot better than I feel. So it's been a credit to him being able to turn up that early. And I'll go back to my box of tissues and all the best in the future, boys. I'm sure that yous will be fine.
I think so. I hope so. Anyway, hey, we'll see you out there tomorrow and have a beer, mate. Thank you.
Good on you, boys. Catch you later.
Oh, there's Grant Williams.
Threw me under the bus.
Well, I'm still trying to get over the box of tissues.
Yeah. Please don't give it too much thought.
I'm trying not to.
Hope let freeze tears.
It's quite an image.
Oh, dear.
So what are we up to? About 18 beers now Saturday.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, you don't have 18 beers. You'd be on...
I'll be on vodkas after about the 7th or 8th beer, I think.
You won't make it to the quaddie.
I bet I will.
No, on beers.
Oh, no.
No chance.
No. Oh, it's a morning start.
When's that ever held you back?
We get sent well before we get to the races.
Roll up.
Oh, yeah.
All right, out of the road. We'll continue the hour of power shortly.
Tab Radio, your station of choice. Each weekday morning from 5:30 with the Sports Daily.
Well, actually, to be fair, you can't make it your choice post this week, can you?
Nope.
Radio?
No, you can't. So stiff, you know what?
But it's the sting we've got.
Correct.
Hi, guys. This won't be happening. Rowan from W. All the best to you both. Thank you very much. But maybe Uncle Diggers can take the Rugrats to swimming lessons on Sunday.
I could.
There you go.
I'm not sure I'll be in a condition to take anything anywhere, anyone or whatever.
Matt Young must be on his way in, and he said he's going to be out there tomorrow, so there's your 19th beer.
Terrific. That'll be good. No, it'll be good. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a beautiful day, 25 degrees, an excellent card assembled, 10 races, pre-midday start. What's not to like?
Got your outfit picked out?
My outfit? What do you mean?
What are you wearing?
Shorts and a shirt.
Your best shirt, though?
Yeah, nice shirt, nice shorts. And I'm not wearing trousers. I'm not going to the members. I don't want to go to the members.
I didn't say you had to.
Well, good.
All right. And you're not going in the mounting yard?
No.
So you don't need pants on?
No, exactly. So shorts.
Flip-flops?
No, not flip-flops. Just nice shorts, a nice shirt and a pair of shoes and taking a stubby holder. So that'll be me.
Taking your own stubby holder?
Yes, I am.
Jeez, you're a unique individual.
Yes, I am.
Why are you taking your own stuff?
Because I want it.
You get plastic cups anyway, or paper cups.
Isn't that a joy?
What do you need a stubby holder for them for?
I won't be drinking. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. But I'll have a stubby holder anyway. You never know.
One man that's always dressed very, very nicely is Michael Grantham. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning, Taylor.
Hello, Michael.
I feel privileged to be on the show for the last one, I guess.
Yeah. It's not your fault we're finishing up. How are you?
We don't think so.
How are you, mate?
Well, yeah, I'm good, thank you.
That's good.
Very good.
Now, big day for the stable. They're always big days this time of the year, as we know, but you've got a twin assault in the Peters, the Last Chance Saloon, Cosmic Crusader, Love and War. Firstly, Cosmic Crusader, what did you make of that first up performance?
I don't bullshit on the show, I guess we can say that now.
Yep.
I would say it was probably a really good reality check for myself and probably a lot of other people. I'm glad it happened then, because I guess if we had won that race, you probably go 3 weeks into the railway and there's probably a lot more nerves. But, if he was going to win the other day and only fall in by a nose, I guess you still go to the railway probably on that high going, we won and whatever, and maybe not thought about the rest of it. And, he pulled up fine. There was no issues there. I just think it just wasn't meant to be. And that work leading into that race was good. But I reckon that 1,100 metre straight trial just wasn't enough for him.
Okay. With
that 5 weeks in between runs going into that. Saying that his heart rates were really good, but he just didn't feel like he did just previously when he worked on Wednesday. And the way he worked on Wednesday, I just automatically just knew something was off with him prior going into that run. So in saying all that gibberish and that, I'm pretty confident for Saturday that he's going to be back at his best.
So just listening to you, Mick, there, have you been able to, and I'm not saying he wasn't 100%, but have you been able to really stick it to him a bit and screw him down?
Well, I had, because I was more worried of why,
Yeah.
His heart rate, he blew up a little bit after that run, and it wasn't him. It just wasn't a him run, and we know what he can do, and it was very, very below average. So I sort of looked after him for those first couple of days after the run, and then he was bouncing around like an idiot. So I said, well, cop this.
Yep. Fair enough.
And he's bounced off it, and obviously he's already worked this morning and back in his paddock, and he was really well, so it's a good sign.
All right, what about Love and War? Troy Turner jumps on. Unfortunately, Paddy Carberry won't be jumping aboard Love and War again, but she was very good as well in the last start effort.
Yeah, obviously not going to have... Oh, obviously it's a disappointment to lose Paddy, but I'm not going to have the problems that poor old Mr. Miller's going to have down the road. But definitely... it's a disadvantage to lose Pat, because he had ridden her as a 3-year-old, knows the horse really well, and and he was really happy with her run the other day. So it's a bit of a disappointment to lose him, because if she happened to win or run somewhere, was probably looking for someone for the following week, which is unfortunate, but that's life, I guess. So I was happy with her run, and she's never led before in that way, so I thought she stuck on well. Only get beaten half a length from horses like Watch Me Rock and Cosmic, and obviously Bon Joy as well.
Okay, so that is Cosmic Crusader and Love and War. So all things being equal, though, Mick, do you expect Cosmic Crusader to be awfully hard to toss in the Peters?
I wouldn't say like awfully hard, Diggs. I'd just say I'm really happy.
Yep.
But I hope I can say that whoever beats him wins. I'd like that, and we know that the horse can back up, so I've got no problems with that.
Fair enough. No, that's a good assessment of a really high class horse. Let's hope we see the best version of him tomorrow. Now you've got Regal, Statue and Dracana going around in the Jungle Miss, race 7, important race for these girls. It's a pretty hot field that they strike, though, Michael.
It is, for sure, yeah. I wish probably Dracana had drawn a better barrier. She's gone really well at home. We obviously elected not to trial her this time in, because she does well fresh. Her manners have been exceptional at home, and I've carted her to a fair few races this time in to make her stand there and walk around. So her manners have been really well, and Regal Statue trialled well, and she probably blew out a little bit late, so she's going to need the run. But yeah, it's like you said, it's just a hot field. So I think even Dracana would probably just have to take our medicine, and hopefully we're there for the next one in 2 weeks.
All right, race number 4 on the program. You saddle up Forever Boy and Stormageddon. Both are pretty similar parts of the market. Who's the best chance of winning race number 4?
Well, I guess Storm drops 3 kilos, goes around 55.5. With Zeffy's claim, I'm pretty sure it is. He doesn't have 59.5, does he? 58.5, isn't it?
58.5, yep.
Correct.
Yeah, so he goes around with 55.5, and obviously I guess and assume for other people and myself that probably Forever Boy is going to be the most exciting one going forward. If he can probably put himself on the big stage, well, he's probably going to be a good Perth Cup hope. So that's the aim for him, and I've done a lot of work with him behind the scenes to get him fit and and to make sure he runs well. So, the best one's obviously going to be Forever Boy, but we know the old, not the old boy, I should say, but the old boy Storm, he can pop up as well, and he's doing great too.
Can Mississippi Dawn rebound tomorrow in race 3 over the 1800, Mick?
I found nothing last start with her. I know I've gone, 3 weeks between. I found nothing when I got home, so it was a very disappointing run from her. I thought just off the run when she ran third that she would, probably, run a couple better that day, the next start, and she just didn't. Nothing was surfaced, so we're just hopefully just put a line through it and just pretend we ran third last start and go from there. But, she's got the wide barrier from the 1800, but she sort of settles back in her races anyhow. So if she can get a nice card into it, I just hope she has that bit of a turn of foot late.
All right, race number 2, Astro World, Ideally. Who's the best chance of those two?
Another one where I think we have to take our minutes. Medicine Tails, this is just shock and draws, but you get that, and it's hard from the 1400, but you've got to go around to get, Ideally started in her prep, and it was just another race for Astro. So, Astro is going well, but I was pretty happy with how Ideally comes through. Her work this prep and her trial was good. So, that's probably the reason Clint's riding her over Astro World.
Best of luck tomorrow, mate. And again, thank you for all of your help throughout the journey here on the Sports Daily. You've always been very, very good with your time, often under pressure, scrutiny since you've been training for Bob and Sandra, but you've fronted up, mate, and we do appreciate it.
No, thank yous for obviously hosting the show, and obviously been on it for a lot of years now, not as long as other people, but it's always good to talk to you, and I'll see you out on the track.
Yep, absolutely. We'll see you at the races. Thanks, Mick. All the best.
Thank you. See ya.
There's Michael Grantham with a nice team, clearly. Nervous wait all day to get to the, hopefully, for his sake, the best to last.
I'll say this, TC, it might be an unpopular opinion and it might upset a few others. For the sake of the Railway Stakes, it would be great to see Cosmic Crusader win, because I think he is a horse who's deserving of a spot, and I know you get what he's favourite, and it doesn't always happen. Sometimes a horse who's in the market doesn't find their way into a said race, but he's a proper horse, and if he goes there and wins tomorrow's an odds-on pop and books his berth in the Railway, that Group 1 next Saturday is a better race for it.
Yep, absolutely. I concur with that. The first 400 metres of that race is going to be fascinating.
Yes, it is. So we'll find out tomorrow. Looking forward to it. It's last race, important race. Cannot wait.
The elevation of Asphalt has been astronomical. His win first up there at Ascot was enormous, and then I know it's a 72-plus race, but gee whiz, it was borderline a listed level event that he was able to win last time out, and if he was in the RJ Peters, I dare say he wouldn't have been out of the market and wouldn't have been out of place, but Josh Crispin's elected to go to the 1,600 metres 72-plus and maybe just wait for his black type future a little bit later on, but looking forward to seeing this horse. We'll get Josh on the line very, very shortly, drawn wide in a race that has some pretty good form in and around it in Diggers. So looking forward to seeing Asphalt at the races.
Oh, yeah, and he was nommed for the Peters.
Yes.
It drew wide, so Josh has elected to go a different route with him, but he's extremely exciting, this horse.
Absolutely. We welcome him into the Sports Daily now. Josh, a very good morning to you.
G'day, Taylor. G'day, Diggers. How are we?
Very well, JK. Great to have a chat to you. How much thought did you give to running Asphalt in the Peters?
Plenty. Just on his work. His work was pretty good. I thought I'd just toy with the idea to chuck a nom in there, and I thought if he drew a decent gate and Brad was available, I probably would have went there. Either way, he was going out for a spell after. But yeah, that would have been the case, Diggers. I probably would have went there. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, is he capable, this horse, of doing what you hope he would do to his opposition tomorrow?
I hope so. Obviously, again, he's drawn wide. Just depends how much speed there is. And he has the last couple of starts. He can tend to miss the kick a little bit, and then you got to give him a dig out. Being up to the mile, we probably don't want to stir him up too much, just in case he overdoes it. But look, I don't have to give Brad any instructions. He's good at his job. He knows the horse, and look, he's happy. He's well. And I think the 3 weeks between runs has done the job, because he did have two hard runs, first up and second up, and probably it didn't take it out of him, but you could just see in his eye he probably wasn't, as well as what he was leading into them couple of races.
You touched on his work. Has his work been better prior to this run than it was last time?
Yeah. He's definitely improved. Coming off no trial into them 2 races, 2 hard runs. So, he's definitely improved. Not worried about the mile. He's won over a mile before on a bog track. So, we just need a bit of luck in running and get on the right back. And, hopefully he's fighting out the finish. It seems to be a pretty even field, and he's actually pretty good in the weights too. He's only gone up a kilo from last start. So he's ticking all the right boxes, that's for sure.
All right, so that is Asphalt, who is a very, very exciting horse. Earlier in the day, you saddle up Sir Dream-A-Lot in race 1 over the 1,200 metres from a good gate. Can you make a case?
Yeah, look, he's just been a little bit frustrating for me this prep. He just hasn't had things go his way. Last week's race, just put a line through it. It was pretty muddling race. They couldn't make up their mind who wanted to go forward, and Brad gave him a dig out, and he just over-raced a little bit, and he just put a line through it. But look, his work on his track work's spot on. Like, I can't be any happier with him. We just need to get back to that 3-year-old form. Sometimes it might take another prep to get him back to that, but I'm real happy with him. Good gate, shooter on, give him a dig out. He should get a nice spot. I wouldn't care even if he got out good enough and he took up the running, but there seems to be a fair bit of speed outside to come across. So if we can get one out, one back, and a nice flowing run, I think he can be in the finish, dropping back to the 14 for sure.
Fingers crossed he can get back to his best, and that's a good positive push for Asphalt heading towards the races tomorrow. Josh, all the best, and thank you very much for your time.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
There's JK Josh Krispyn. We'll take a break on the Sports Daily. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up, Diggers.
Yes, we will. Literally.